Yeah, let's dive in.
Uh, LP, I do not know what episode this is. We stopped counting a long time ago,
Yeah,
but
don't
we
mind.
got a,
We
a
back.
special one. LP, we got, well, let me plug the books Dark Conspiracy and a Lucid Perspective. Get those. I post about it everywhere. Go to lucidperspective.com. Y'all see it all the time. I am Flox. You know my wife,
Reese.
Reese, in the building. We got Larrima Davis on. We're
Yes.
gonna go through some testimony. She has a message she wants to share with the world. We got maybe some little drama to go over, not too much, hopefully.
Not too much, because we ain't giving the devil that much energy today.
Hello.
But
Facts,
we gonna
Amen.
talk about it though. We gonna talk
Amen.
about
facts.
it.
Yeah. So I don't know how you want to start. If you want to get started, or did you have a question, or we just
Nah,
Um,
jump
man, just
in?
I think we should just dive on into it. Like,
let's
Word.
go.
of course, everybody's kind of seen a portion of my testimony online.
Right.
I've gotten some great feedback. What I do want to highlight before we like really dive into it is that God exposes. He exposes to protect his children. One thing my mom constantly pushes is that God is not the author of confusion, but he will expose the devil for who he is.
Mm.
A lot of people are going through what I know is spiritual warfare. A lot of people don't understand that it's spiritual warfare. The spirit realm is real. It is
That's
very,
facts.
very real. Um, People just assume that it's bad luck, or people are quick to say, "Oh, that's their karma." No, sometimes it really is spiritual warfare, and then other times it is God giving you that punishment that you deserve because it's something that you did. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Or he allows the chips to kind of fall where they fall in order to either save you or teach you.
Learned a
There's a
lesson.
lesson in
Mm-hmm.
everything. You know what I'm saying? What I've learned over the last couple of months, weeks, and days is that God does not play about his kids. He knows who he created, he knows why he put you here, he knows, you know, what your life's purpose is. He is not going to allow the devil to disrupt that, but he also gives us free will.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So when I say he is not the author of confusion, he did expose to me that somebody that was very close to me was practicing witchcraft against me and my now 4-year old son.
Whoa.
So we'll back it up. But what I want to say before we get started, this is not to drag this individual. This
Mm-hmm.
is to shed light on the devil using her as a vessel to do his work, because that's really what it was.
Mm.
He used her envy, he used her jealousy, he used everything bad about her to do his work. And that's exactly what she did. Because the
Bars.
things that she has done to all the people that have reached out to me via inbox, people that have commented on my post, people that have been in her space, me, my child, I was her friend when she did this to me. God showed me I was her friend. She came to my son's baby shower. She came to his first birthday party. Whole time prior to his first birthday party, a whole year before, you were practicing witchcraft against me in my pregnancy. Everybody knows I had a horrible pregnancy. I was
Mm.
internally bleeding the entire pregnancy. It
Mm.
was things growing in my womb while my son was growing. And it was because of these demonic entities that she placed on me. So to back it up, you know, um, I'm in a space now where I had to learn forgiveness. That was very hard, because there's days where I was picturing like
Listen.
doing real harm to this girl,
Yeah.
Listen.
because it's like it's one thing to attack me, it's another thing to attack my child. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Right.
saying?
Right.
Forgiveness, though, but a word on that is hard, especially when you feel so wrong by somebody, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's the higher path to take, and it's the ascended path to take, and
Yeah.
forgiving can heal you and can free you from the lower energies and all the things that can happen when you stay in those states of not anger, maybe anger and hate
Yeah.
and all those things. But forgiving someone is hard.
Mm-hmm.
It
I'm
is,
telling you.
especially if there's love there or even a friendship or whatever. Like, you don't
Yeah.
really hate the person, you don't really wish death on
Yeah.
them. Forgiving
Yeah.
somebody is like there is lessons in it, and I can speak to that.
I'm telling you.
No,
It really is. Like, I had to understand that forgiveness wasn't for her, it was for me. Because I was starting to harbor hate in my heart, and that's not who I am as a person. Anybody that knows me knows that's not who I am as a person.
So would you say you
Go
have,
ahead.
even despite all these things, you've forgiven her
I've
today?
forgiven her because I know that the devil is using her. And when you are under demonic oppression, it is real, yo. Like, I was under demonic oppression. I have discernment now. God gave me that gift of discernment along with many other gifts that He's given me over the course of months to wake me up. But having that gift of discernment and knowing what's real and what's not, what's truth and what's a lie, and what's the devil and what comes from a higher power, it is hard in the beginning until you realize what you are up against. When I started realizing what I was up against and God exposed to me what was happening in my life when I fasted 3 days, no food, water, I slept on the floor. I'm in that Bible
That's
every
part of
day. I'm
fasting?
reading the Bible.
No.
Oof.
Wait, what?
Fasting, Reese.
No,
We're gonna do it together.
No,
We're
I
gonna do
fasted
it
for 3
together.
days before. Yeah.
We're gonna do it again.
He's talking about adding sleeping on the floor. Is that a part of your
Oh,
fast?
it's not really a part of it, but at the time I was under demonic attack. And
Okay.
what happens is, I'm gonna get into that too. What was happening, because the hex was put on me while I was pregnant with my son. They found legal ground. The demons found legal ground to attack him as well. So the hex was on Cash as well. So what was happening is, because I am spiritually sensitive, I can see spirit, I can talk to spirit, I can hear spirit, higher energy and demonic energy. But that was where the gift of discernment, He started building that in me. So I'll know when they're planting things in my head or when they're attacking me. I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a gift of knowing. And I thank God every day for that, because it saved my life. It was like He forced me into it, but it saved my life. But with that being said, because I can feel spirit, I knew when these things were jumping from me and my son. His behavior, it was erratic, like crazy. But it was one particular night I was sitting on the couch with my oldest daughter, Lashani. And we were really dealing with, that was when I first found out. And it was like, once I found out, they started attacking us harder and harder. But I was sitting on the couch, before we get into like the timeline, because I want to break it down to y'all in the timeline of what transpires, so I can show y'all how this developed and where we are today. But I was sitting on the couch with my son, and he was eating pancakes and playing on his tablet. And all of a sudden, something said to say his name. So I said his name. At this point, I'm trusting God. Something said, say Cash's name. So I said, Cash. He looked at me. And then something else nudged me and said, say Kundalini. I didn't know what that was. I just said it. So when I said it, Cash was like, he just fell out.
No.
I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, is he breathing? You know what I'm saying? Me and my daughter is panicking. Like, is he breathing? So I'm checking him. I saw that he was breathing, but he could not move. His whole body went limp and he passed out. Like, it wasn't no split second in between it. I said the name and he fell out.
You said Kundalini?
Kundalini. After he fell out.
Spine energy or something?
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's not what it is. People think it's an awakening. It's a demon. It is not an awakening. It is a demon that is attached to the Leviathan demon. So it's like these demons be coming in pairs. You might have the Leviathan, you might have the Jezebel. This demon, the Baphomet demon that she put on me through the hex, the goat head demon, that's who I've been all up in my house. He came with an incubus demon. So we'll get into that in a second, because I'm going to tell you what they were doing to me. But this particular demonic entity, I picked my son up and I laid him on my chest. My shirt was lifted up at the time, like my belly was out a little bit. And all of a sudden, like within like seconds of me lifting him up and laying him on my chest, Cash just started jerking real bad, like crazy bad. And all of a sudden I felt something shoot from his stomach, pierce my stomach, and shoot and sit on the back of my spine. I felt it like as if somebody stabbed me with like a needle and hit the back of my spine.
That's crazy.
But at that point, I wasn't even afraid anymore. It was like I literally prayed, I think, to God days before, and I said, protect him, even if that means not protecting me. Protect him. These things were attacking us. Protect my son. I don't care what the situation is. Protect my son. Mm-hmm. That was the moment that he protected my son. It got that thing up out of my son. That thing was tormenting my child. My child could not sleep. He was up all night, like it was like a crazy, scary movie. He was running through the hallway, running so fast to where you can tell when these things attack him and they enter his body, he's tired. Him physically, his flesh is exhausted. It happened the other day when she sent the thing right back to me after I made the post online. I knew it was going to happen.
Wow.
I knew she was going to attack me again because she was being exposed. I have people contacting me. They're telling me, yeah, she's calling me, because I made it clear. There's tons of people. It's not just one. It wasn't just me. If you look at the comment section, you see people in the comment section like, yo, yeah, she did this to me. Oh my God, I thought I was the only one. No, it's like 30 of them. God showed me in a dream. It was a lobby of people. And some of these people I knew, like personally had relationships with. And some of those people I have helped since then to remove the hex and allow them to get their deliverance so that they can start following God. God is the only way to battle this thing. Like his word, his presence, you being faithful to him, he going to be 100% down on you, period, point blank. But you can't straddle the fence. The only protection that you have is our Lord and Savior. And real talk, like they are afraid of him. When I literally, because I'm learning the Bible now, like I have never read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Never read it.
Yeah, I never read it all the way through either. Just
you know what I'm saying? But I'm digging in now because there's a lot of tea in the Bible too. It is.
Yeah, no, yeah.
and it's very like when you read it and you like apply, you be like, oh, okay, Jesus was not playing. Okay. But it was like things that we were experiencing that I was just like, oh my God, I'm watching my baby. Like the other night it happened to him when she sent it back to me. And I knew something was happening because I'm like, he's been fine for weeks since Christmas. And all of a sudden he's in here, like he can't control himself. And that is not my child. Yeah. So I'm just like, what is happening? But I'm getting frustrated. A calm came over me, like, calm down. Think. All of a sudden I said, okay, I know what this is. All right. I forgot I just went online after not being online for a whole month. And I exposed this girl, and everybody knew who I was talking about.
Right. No, that post did blow up.
Yeah. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, I know what this is, Lord. I fasted. But that night, something said pray. I went in the room. I covered my son. I laid my hands on his stomach, and I prayed to God, please help me. Please fix this. And within seconds, Cash said,
slump again?
Yes, and he just was panting like something let go of him. And he was finally relieved, and he just looked like he was out of it. Like his spirit is just so tired. And I'm just rubbing his back, and I'm like, you're all right. You're all right. But I'm just like, this, ooh,
yeah.
This, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Woo! Like I said, okay, so it's time to fast. Let me know what's happening here. Let me know what's going on.
So,
I had
real
a dream.
Quick, for people that don't know, like, what is fasting and what are the benefits of doing it as far as like spirituality? And
it is a part of your connection to source, to God. I hate it when people use all these different names. He is God. He is our Father. He's not the universe. He is the universe. But put some respect on his name. You know what I'm saying? Like he is everything. We are everything. We are him. He is us. We belong to him. It is your divine connection to that higher power. When your body is in a state of stillness, you're not eating. It's a part of obedience. Food is something that our vessel needs. Like, think about it. If you ever fast, and this happened to me my last fast, and this goes into how the demons work. They can control electronic devices. They can control your social medias. They can control computers. They can control what you see. They can write a whole paragraph on your computer if you allow it. You see how people are doing those soul contracts and stuff on ChatGPT? None of that stuff is real. You are literally opening portals.
I never heard of that.
Yes, there's a whole trend on TikTok where people are doing soul contract readings on ChatGPT. You are opening demonic portals.
They ask
ChatGPT, give me my soul contract, and it's breaking it all down, telling them things. And it's crazy because they're like, oh, you just have to train it. No, baby. All you're doing is giving demons an open access to you because they study us. They don't know our future. they study our patterns. And this is
Right.
what I have been revealed over the course of the last couple of months. So what I did was, she keeps sending this demon back to me. All right, now I'm gonna study your patterns. Now I know what you're doing. Not her. I'm talking about the demon.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm learning the Bible. So I don't have God's word at my will where I can recite a scripture real quick. I know some of them. But in order for me to understand what's happening around me, I have to understand how these things move. And they're very predictable. So literally, fasting gives you the open doorway to God. Try to fast for 7 days. I haven't tried it yet. I've
Yo,
done 3 days, I've done 24 hours.
I'm on my fourth day now.
Yeah.
It's well, let's talk about because there's different types of. I'm on a liquid,
Yes.
so I'm doing water
Okay.
and like
Juice.
juicing,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
no solid food. So like when you
Okay.
fast, are you talking about no food, no water?
I do just water. I
Okay,
do
so
just water, no food. I have not tried it without water or food. I think one of the days I didn't drink water at all. But for the most part, it's just water. But
okay,
in most cases, you'll get the same effect. When you hit that 7th day, they said it's a whole different ballgame. I have not
yeah,
done 7 days yet.
I've done
Three
seven
days,
days.
yeah, 3 days have given me access to God. And when I
Okay,
say it's, I mean, even outside of fasting, when he knows that he has an assignment for me, he just tells me, this is
Right.
what you do, this is who you contact. And it's so crazy because it's like he'll tell me, and I know it's coming from him because it's not coming from a place of intrusiveness. You know when it's a demon. They're intrusive. Do this. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that. That's a demon.
and then
God does
what you
not talk to you
hear,
like
you
that.
know is wrong,
Yeah.
and but you still entertain. You
You can
might
feel it.
entertain it because it's
You
like
can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
know
your
this is wrong. I know
intuition.
it's gonna come back to bite me in the ass, but I don't care
Yeah.
because my emotion,
Yeah.
using your emotion to
Exactly.
justify actions.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. So fasting gives you that open gateway to God.
Hmm.
When I fasted, when I say the very first time I fasted, it was when I was battling the Leviathan demon. And he actually prompted me to do the fast. I didn't know what was going on. It wasn't just the Baphomet goat head demon, that the hex that was on me. I was dealing with generational curses. My name was on altars before I was even born.
Mm-hmm.
So they say that third and fourth generation are the generational curse breakers. And God brought me here to Savannah to clean house. I didn't know that this is
Okay.
where my family is from. My family is from here. I just found out we're Gullah Geechee, West African.
Wow. Your
Yeah.
dad's part or your mom's part?
My dad and my mom didn't know that. So my mom's mom passed away when she was 8. So it was a lot of things about her family that she did not know.
Mm-hmm.
And Spirit said, research. When I got here at one point in time, research. And I started doing research, and all these things started popping up on my timeline. So higher powers can control your device. Spirit realm can control your devices. Things started popping up. Something prompted me to get on ancestry.com. I started building my family tree. But it's
Hmm.
so much information that I don't know. So something just said, do the DNA test. I did the DNA test, and it was over 12, it was about 18,000 family members on ancestry.com. Some of them that live right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Second
where you are now?
cousins. Yes. Second
Okay.
cousins, third cousins, cousins, distant relatives, great uncles, great aunts, second great,
You
you
got
know
a
what I'm saying?
crazy
Like
family reunion.
all over between South Carolina and Georgia. So I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. My mom knew nothing about her mom, her mom's family.
There it
I
is.
ended up finding out all this stuff about, my mom's family, and I'm sharing it with my mom, and, just digging deep. And she's like, well, let me know this. And like, cause she doesn't know. So God is
Hmm.
literally exposing all these things to me. So, back to, just the pipeline of the events. I want to start from the beginning because I want to show y'all how this transpired. So,
Let's go.
2021, I was pregnant with Cash.
Hmm.
In 2021, I want to say about 4 or 5 months into my pregnancy, I started feeling this weird thing moving around in my back. I thought it was maybe a nerve or something like that. It was right on my spine, but like to the right of my spine. And it would constantly just move around. And I'm just like, what the heck is that? But
Hmm.
I'm thinking it was a nerve. So I didn't pay it any mind. I was pregnant. Things can happen when you're pregnant. Baby can sit on a nerve. Baby can sit on things in your body. So I'm thinking it's a nerve. I didn't pay it any mind. Went through the pregnancy. Everybody knows Cash was born early. In the mix of my pregnancy, it was horrible. I was internally bleeding, a lot of pain. It was just horrifying, like the worst pregnancy ever. Then I go into premature labor, go to the hospital, and I almost died in the middle
Dang.
of my C-section. Started bleeding. They were trying to stop the bleeding. Cash, he ended up in the NICU, and it was just the worst experience ever.
Mm.
Horrifying. Um, I get home and things start, getting a little better, but I'm stressed, anxiety, depression, postpartum depression, just a lot, a lot. Me not knowing that this whole time, this demon is just sitting at the edge of my bed, playing with my life.
Posted
So
up.
these type of demons, when they come into your space, they affect your mental health, your physical health, um, your finances, your relationships. They go for the jugular, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually, in most cases, it leads to death. So, as time progressed, after I sat down and I kind of mapped out the whole timeline, once God like revealed it to me, He's confirming, yes, this. I'm going through a state of just disbelief. Like, why is the business, declining? What is happening? I'm losing clients that I had hundreds of clients, and I'm losing clients. I'm like, well, where did such and such go? This person been with me for 8 years. Where did they go?
Right.
And it
Right.
would just be random stuff like when I would finally talk to them, it's like, oh, I just ended up trying out a different service. It was just these stupid excuses,
Mm-hmm.
not to call them stupid because the devil works through people. So I'm like, okay, I'm not thinking anything of it then. I'm just letting time go by. And each year, things get more and more chaotic. Good things will
Mm-hmm.
happen, and here comes two bad things. And time just,
Come in
money's
again.
coming in, tons of money's flowing in, but I'm not seeing any of it. Overhead, it's going here, it's going there. I'm taking losses. You was with us. You saw how it transpired in that group where I'm like, okay, if y'all are not going to prepare, stop having me purchase this software. I'm
Mm-hmm.
spending thousands of dollars on your software and nobody's using it. So I'm taking loss after loss after loss after loss. So I'm like, what in the world? We got to make some changes up in here. So
Right. Just
I
come in
started
and go
making
right
those
out.
changes, but the devil was busy. So I ended up moving out of, I had a 4 bedroom, 2 car garage house, big old house out in Buckner Farms in Virginia Beach. I ended up downsizing. Well, let me back it up. After I came home from the hospital with Cash, I was going through all of that. A couple of weeks after he was born, because I had a C-section, it was a horrible experience. I was in so much pain, excruciating pain, excruciating pain. I fell asleep feeding him one night. And the blanket, oof,
Mm-hmm.
the blanket wrapped around my baby's face. Something nudged me out of my sleep. And right before this boy was about to take his last breath, I snatched the blanket off his face. Cash was like,
Wow.
bro, I never forgave myself for that.
Yeah.
Not realizing why it happened.
Mm-hmm.
This demon was really attacking me and my son. So I'm like, what in the world? I couldn't sleep after that. But
Mm-hmm.
I was on so many pain meds because of the pain that I was in from the C-section. And I didn't have a lot of help at that time. So, my mom was taking turns, his godmom, like people were coming by to help us out. And I'm just like, oh my God, like I never forgave myself for that. And this whole time I'm holding on to this and I'm thinking it was my fault. Demons can cause you to fall asleep. If you ever notice when you're praying and or you're reading your Bible, you get extremely tired, 9 times out of 10, there's some sort of entity in your space that is causing you to get
Want you
tired
to
or
clock
to
out.
fall asleep because they don't
They
want
want
you
you
to
to hear
read
the
that
word.
word. They don't want you to
Mm-hmm.
engage in that relationship with God. Pay attention to that. Um, so after that happened, of course, now this thing is playing with my mind. Like it was your fault, you fell asleep. Like I'm feeling horrified about this experience. So at this point, anybody that knows me, I don't leave my son with nobody. No, you cannot watch him. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, absolutely not. If I didn't trust you with my life, you are not, he's not going.
Mm-hmm.
My mom probably had him a total of 4 times, and he's 4. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? It got that real, where I was like afraid. He didn't go to school. He didn't go to daycare until he was past, like he was after, it was like after he turned 2. I didn't trust
Right.
anybody with him.
I'm
I
a, let me
was
tell you,
I
I'm
was
overprotective.
terrified. Yeah.
I'm
I,
I'm
I, I
I'm,
was I
I'm
was
protective of
terrified.
everybody.
It's like this protection just was like, yeah, no, absolutely not. These things are happening and I'm not understanding why. So as time progressed, things just kept happening. Businesses is not doing absolute great. And even when it was doing great, something bad will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Something good will happen for me and then something bad will happen. So it's like I can't even bask in the blessings because all of these horrible things keep happening.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like almost immediately after the
Yeah,
fact.
yeah,
and you can't
right
even
after.
enjoy the moment.
Exactly.
It's like,
Exactly. You can't
yay,
even enjoy
ooh.
the little moment here. And you're like, oh, I want to celebrate. And then it's like, oh my
Boom.
God, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what in
Yeah.
the world, bro? So years went by. I ended up moving out of the house in Buckner Farms and we downsized because my daughter had moved out. And then right before we were about to move out of that house, this demon wasn't just attacking me and my children. And God revealed this, me and my son, God revealed this to me. Here come crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
um he didn't just reveal that this demon was just attacking me in cash. This demon was trying to destroy me,
Mm.
trying to destroy me. So in this process of life, I'm about to make an arrangements. It's time for me to downsize. My daughter then moved out. I find out, okay, my daughter, I was sick. I had the flu. This was in 2023, I think it was. I had the flu, and or was it 2024? Either way, it was one of those years. I had the flu. I called my daughter. I said, hey, can you come pick me up? Take me to the, I think it was 2024. Can you come pick me up and take me to Wawa? I really don't feel good. I need to get some soup. Me and Cat, every time I
Oh, you
got
sound
sick,
delicious right now.
Some
Cash
soup.
got sick.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time I got sick, he got sick. Literally, it wasn't like days after. We got sick the same day. And it was horrible illnesses, respiratory infection, sinus infections. This particular time, I was like really sick. And this was every single year. And that's hexes. When you start getting sick like that and the doctors can't tell you why, they're running tests, they don't know what it is. It's
Right, you
not
gotta start
COVID,
with
it's
doctors.
not the flu, it's just unexplained
Mm-hmm.
illness. Is demons,
Mm-hmm.
preferably voodoo, black magic. So that's kind of where it starts. Rapid illness, that's when they're about to attack your health, and that's what was happening. So my body is declining. I'm getting sick. I called my daughter. I said, hey, can you just come and pick me up? I can't drive. Like, I don't feel well at all. Just come and take me to Wawa. I need to get a soup and get some water and juices. Me and your brother's sick. Get dressed, low cash in the car. We driving to Wawa. I noticed there's a cop car behind us. I said, is your tags good? She was like, yeah, everything's good on my car. She's chilling. But I can tell something was bothering her. She looked petrified. I'm just like, what's
Oh,
happening? Yeah. I'm like,
yeah, I
what's
know that's bad.
happening? Next thing I know, we pull up to Wawa. I'm pulling cash out of the car. 8 cops roll up on us, guns all in my face,
Oh wow.
I remember
all
that.
in my face, screaming, get the fuck down, like grabbing my daughter, slamming her on the hood. She's screaming because they got dogs in the car. My son is screaming. So my ears started ringing like I completely blacked out because I'm just like, what the hell is happening right now? She didn't tell me anything. She was in the middle of a shootout the night before.
Wow.
In the hallway where it transpired, and by the grace of God, my daughter did not get hit by a bullet.
Mm.
When I tell you, God has been covering me and my children because this demon was trying its hardest to destroy me. Do you hear me?
No, that was rough. Yeah.
That whole year, Frank, y'all saw how crazy it was for me. Like, I'm just like, bro, oh my goodness. I'm going through court hearings, court cases. She's having to testify because the only thing that they saw in the mix of this commission of this crime was her license plate. They saw her car in the parking lot. So they knew she had some sort of information,
Right.
so we're dealing with that. We're fighting with that. And she's having to testify. And these are gang members that committed this crime. So I'm just like, wait a minute, like what is happening? My life is under attack. We don't have these problems. Like what is going on? So I'm just working through it and even still having to get up and go to the office every day, having to act normal with my clients, having to, pretend like life is
Smile.
fine. And I'm literally,
Do
I'm my
life.
baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm hurting because all I'm thinking about is the what if. What if that wasn't the reason why the cops showed up? What if it would have been them telling me that something happened to my child? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. Um, Long story short, we went through that process. Then as time progressed, something just said it's time to downsize. I gotta move out. So we ended up moving into a condo. Um, in the commence of that year, what was it, 2020, the end of 2024 into 2025, I had a loss in my family, and that messed me up hard. When I say that grief almost took me out, I'm literally, and God reminded me of this. And it's so crazy. He reminded me of this the other day, because I ask a lot of questions. And I'm like, why? I was so disobedient. I wasn't into my Bible. I never read the Bible. Wasn't going to church. Wasn't doing any of these things that I needed to do to make sure that I stayed with him and I didn't veer off or straddle the fence. And um, literally, like, during that time, he reminded me of a day where I was so hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I was so hurt. I was laying on my bed and I was begging God, like begging him, like, Lord, please help me. Please take this pain away from me. Like, I had not felt that kind of hurt since my father passed away, and that was years ago. It was like I just had became numb over the years after his death. But when this one happened, it was just like, bro, oh my goodness, like what in the world, And as time progressed, things seemed like it was getting a little better. And then I would have days where I would have a breakdown again. And I just constantly ask God. And this is the first time that I sought him out in years.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day, I think I was reading my Bible or in Bible study, and it was like a chain of events he shows me all the time of this is why this happened. You ask this question, I'm going to give you this answer. This is why this happened. That particular day said, he was basically letting me know that's what activated him. When I was begging, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted. I was broken at that time. And he said, this is what activated it. This is what activated it. This is what brought me in. And it was kind of like, I joke about it. He knows my sense of humor. I was like, oh, that was the day that he was basically like, all right, it's go time,
Right.
and,
Activate.
and he's just been waiting. He's been waiting, and that was the day that I was just like, I don't know. I can't do this. But that was also the day where I realized, and I'm realizing it now, them demons started working overtime to convince me that he was not real. That
Mm.
I was going through a
That sounds
phase.
about right.
Yeah, I was going through a phase where it was like, no, I just don't believe this. I just, the universe this and the universe. And I was just like lost in the sauce. And I could admit it. And it was like something just clicked in my head just now. I was like, okay, that's what had happened. So after that, it was something that kept nudging me. I started seeing all these commercials online, Savannah, Georgia, and Savannah Pirates, and Savannah this and Savannah that. And then my daughter's friend was living with us at the time, and she got stationed here in Savannah. Crazy. I'd never been to Savannah, never came here a day in my life.
Oh, you paid a
And
visit.
this is divine alignment. She came to me and she was like, "Hey, do you mind taking me to Georgia when I get stationed?" She didn't have a lot of family support, and I'm like, "Sure." At the time, I was still like really going through it. I really didn't want to go, but something kept nudging me, "Just go, girl, just go." So I packed me and Cash up, um, and literally the day that I was leaving to take her, we was about to get in the car. I looked at the dashboard, and I seen the dashboard and I noticed that the mileage on the car was 333 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go back in the house and I'm making my coffee. All of my clocks are always right in the house. My coffee machine clock was not right. And I'm like, well, what happened to my coffee machine? Who unplugged it? Nobody unplugged it. My coffee machine, mind you, was 7 o'clock in the morning. The coffee machine said 3:33. It's
Dang.
go time. God was not playing. It's go time. Okay. So we get in the car, all up and down the highway. It's a straight shot here from Virginia. All you see is 333, exit 33, exit this.
Dang.
Okay. divine alignment. We get here, everything just was perfect. It was beautiful. The weather was gorgeous. I'm like, I love it here. It's palm trees everywhere. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, all
Georgia.
right. In my head, I'm thinking Country Tail, Georgia. They say in
Yeah.
Savannah, nobody ever talks about Savannah. So it's just beautiful here, and I'm having a great time. So I start looking at houses. Something just said, look at houses. I
We
had
got
no
house.
intentions on moving.
Are they by Savannah? Your people?
Oh no,
No.
Savannah's on the coast, right? It's more
Yes.
more
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
east. Yeah.
It's
Yep.
Sewanee. That's the other S. That's
Suwannee,
right. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Savannah is beautiful, man. And once we cross that South Carolina border, all you see is palm trees all up and down the highway. I said, I like it here. So something prompted me, start looking at houses. It was like something that literally said that, start looking at houses. So I started looking. And we rode through all these beautiful neighborhoods. And I'm like, these houses are nice. And of course, me, I'm looking stuff up on Zillow as I'm riding by. I'm like, damn, the rent cheap as heck out here.
Right.
Okay.
No
You
facts.
getting a big tail house, 4 or 5
Mhm.
bedrooms for the same price you pay for an
E-
apartment in Virginia.
Even though the housing
Yep.
is crazy, it's still much cheaper down there than up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they started going up a little bit on the prices out here, but you're getting your money's worth. Out there,
Mhm.
you messing with these broke down apartments, stuff falling apart, everything just terrible. The housing market is horrible. You get here
Hmm.
and it's like, okay, depending on what developer you're using, because DR Horton is horrible. Um, Paper wall, like paper
Hmm.
thin walls type thing, but the properties
Chinese
are
wall.
nice. That he has smart homes. They are nice properties. I've not seen a horrible property out here yet, and the
Yeah. Every
pricing
time
is
we go,
really good.
all the houses look nice, and we looked up the one
Mhm.
across from the other, and it was decent pricing. Like, you know what I'm
What makes
Mm,
you
saying?
think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
They're
nice.
nice.
It's nice, but
Hmm.
yeah. So I get here, we have a great time. I go home. All of a sudden, I want to say around that time, or it might have been a little before, but around that time, every night, I'm waking up at 3:32, 3:33, every single night,
Mm.
like
Mhm.
clockwork. But it was one particular night, and I just it was something that clicked in my head the other night because I was like, dang, this demon been really around me for years. You really have been studying me because I'll be talking trash to him. And because I can feel him in my back, he'll respond in my back. And then all of a sudden I'll get a negative thought. And I'll just be like, child, please. But yeah, it was one day I woke up and something prompted me to turn my light on real quick because I seen this big thing that was like towering over me, standing by my window
Mm-mm.
Start
in
throwing
my
punches.
curtains. Listen.
Hmm.
And I was freaked out for a second. I turned the light on and nothing was there. But I was reminded of that the other day. I said, so that was you. Okay. All
He
right.
throwing bows,
It was you the whole time.
kicking, doing something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. He
Kick
has
a
a habit
tootie.
of trying to scare me, but you can't
Mm.
make me afraid when God gave me spiritual abilities for a reason. He gave me the gift of discernment for a reason. And the reality of it is you are scared of my father. Why would I be afraid of you? When I know just by using his name, you
You run.
you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Why in the world would I be afraid of you, bro?
Mhm.
Enjoy your time here. You're on your way back to where you came from.
Mhm.
Understand that, like you did the last 2 times. But
Hmm.
what you're not going to do is try to instill fear in me. I'm not afraid of you. I'm afraid of my father. That's what I'm afraid of. Because you're afraid of him. I'm afraid of him. We're all afraid of him because we know his wrath. Period, point blank. And I know just by the one word will tear you apart. So why would I be afraid of you? So we got that
Right.
understanding now. So now he just does petty things. He'll try to hurt me by mentioning certain things. So back to okay, we move here. I found a house. This was divine alignment. Found the house. The crazy thing is the home that I have now is sitting on land that my ancestors are connected to. I ended up finding that out. This is Gullah Geechee land. When I got here, my visions kicked in hard.
Mm.
I don't have to sit down, meditate, and focus to hear spirit. Spirit just talks to me. I can be walking. Do this. Don't do that. Let me remind you of this. Don't forget to do this. Go get the baby. Check
Mm.
on this. Don't forget that. You know what I'm saying? God speaks to me all day. It's warnings, it's lessons, it's reminders, all of those things. I get here and because I was in isolation, I have no family. I have family here, but they're a little further out in Macon and Atlanta. But I'm finding out that I have extended family that I don't know yet in South Carolina, which I'm right on the border of South Carolina and around about Savannah. I get here and I guess the devil said, oh, it's action time. She's in isolation. We're going to go
Mm.
ahead and torment her. Let me ramp up her anxiety. let me mess with her health. I get here and my skin, boils started developing on my skin.
That's
My
crazy.
face, my face was so raw. My cheeks were inflamed. Huge bumps all over my face, like acne bumps. I don't get acne, bro. But it was so bad that to the touch, it just hurt so bad. And I'm
Damn.
like, what the heck is going on? Still at this time, I didn't know that this demon was here. So as spirit is kicking in and I'm able to talk with spirit more, I'm hearing things that just was just like, of course, they're still trying to convince me God is not real. And something just wasn't sitting well in my spirit. And they do the whole familiar spirit thing too, where they'll try to act like your deceased loved ones. And they preyed on me in that sense, where they tried to act like my deceased loved one. And I'm, because you're grieving, you're still grieving from years ago, and
That's like the
things
easy
that
way out.
it's
Like, oh, let me just act
exactly.
like this person. Yeah.
Let me just act like this person
And
and
you'll
get
believe
her
it because you met
vulnerable.
them in
She'll
love.
believe anything that I say. Exactly. And that's exactly what happened.
That's
As
why you
time
feel like what's her
progressed,
face?
it was things that were being said that I'm just like, what?
Mm-hmm.
That person wasn't like that. But because I don't know, and my mind is like so distorted, things are happening. My anxiety, when I say my thoughts are racing all day to the point I'm getting on my own nerve. Like, why does my mind not shut up? Oh my God. Like, Lord, please. I'm only time I got peace was when I was asleep. And even then I didn't get peace because it's attached to me, it would mess with my body temperature. So it's nights where I'm waking up and I'm sweating because he's waking me out of my sleep, making my body burn up from the inside. So I'm like, oh my God. But it was like at this point, he's getting panicky. I didn't understand why just yet, but I'm gonna explain why. Now I notice it's getting real. Because prior, before, he was a little lazy. He didn't really do his job. He was just messing with my finances and my relationships and things like that, preying on, my emotions and stuff like that. Now he's doing his job. But now that I'm aware of that this thing being around and the devil really attacking me, I'm realizing, and I realized, I said, okay, it was a reason why you started going hard when I moved here to Savannah, because you could have still kept it minimal. You started going real hard when you were literally trying to destroy me. Frank, Reese, I had cysts, fibroids, tumors growing in my belly. I'm going to send y'all a picture. You can add it to this if you're able to. I had these things growing in my belly. This demon was having these things, growths in my stomach. I had boils on my skin. My skin was inflamed. God showed me she siphoned my beauty.
Good.
I'm like, well, where did it go? Because she looks horrible.
Right.
Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. But I had to realize that even though she may have siphoned my beauty, God is already punishing her for the things that she has already done. So these curses and this witchcraft, it's not working for her. Her life is literally falling apart right in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Online. She's online every single day talking about all these, and she blames everybody. No, baby, it's because of the witchcraft that you're using against people. It comes with a
Yeah.
cost.
I haven't seen her
So,
page for a while. Like I don't follow. I don't know what she's got going
yeah, I'm not engaging in it. I don't want to watch it. It's nothing but negative energy. I blocked her a long time ago, but before I blocked her, that's all was happening. And people have reached out to me and they were like, yo, this is crazy. Like, she's wilding online. I ended up, from what I was told, I don't know how true it is, she lost custody of her kids. It was just tons of stuff. But that was one of the biggest issues that me and her had a year ago when we got into it publicly. I literally told her, please stop going online. You ask me for my advice and you get mad when I tell you, stop putting all your business online. They will use this against you in court and they will take your kids. And she spazzed on me. And I spazzed the hell right back. And we got into it. And then she went online, I'll slap the doodle. I'll do. No, baby, you'll use witchcraft because we know a coward is not addressing me at all. Okay? It didn't work when you did it the first time. But again, you put this hex on me when me and you were friends. So we already know what you're going to do. You're going to go into your she shed and you're probably going to sacrifice a chicken and ask the spirit realm to come at me because you're a coward. You know what I'm
on. That's
saying?
crazy.
So I'm like, okay, God is already doing the work. He just needed me to come to him. So when I got here, I didn't realize at the time why all of a sudden these things started getting so much more worse. And my anxiety is high. My health is declining. I was over 200 pounds. Oh my goodness. I had these growths in my belly. My stomach looked like I was about 6, 7 months pregnant. I ain't dressed at the bottom, but we're going to show y'all.
Hey.
God healed my
Let's
womb.
go.
Okay? After the hex was removed from me, TMI, I had my monthly. And when I say it was things coming out of me that I was just disgusted with myself. God healed my womb. Within a week, my stomach was flat. Okay? I have no more pains. It used to be so painful that I couldn't even sit down and use the bathroom because it was things growing in my belly down where my cervix and stuff is. It felt like somebody was stabbing me all the time. And that monthly was the most excruciating pain I had ever felt, but God was pulling all of that stuff out of me. Everything.
When you said
Healed my womb.
in a week
In a
from
week, bro.
when?
A
When
week
you
from the
got there?
day that the hex was removed from me.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm about to get into that part. As time progressed, all of these things are happening to my body. All these things. I'm gaining weight. I'm eating horribly. That's another thing. God does not want us abusing our vessels. And that was something I was guilty of, gluttony. I would eat and then go and grab another meal on my way home after sitting down at the 5-star restaurant. I'm stopping at Wendy's. Like, girl, what is you doing?
Yeah, I used to my relationship with food has changed over the past couple of years. I do not eat
And
the
that's
same.
great. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing because it just makes your body feel amazing. You know what I'm
When
saying?
you eat
But it
something
also brings
and
you
you just want to
closer
go
to
to
God.
sleep. When you eat
Yeah,
something
that's
and you get immediately sleepy,
That's not the.
all
That's
of
not
that
it's
shit
not
is gone.
good. It's not good. And
You're
that's how
not
I am now.
supposed to
Like,
get so tired like that.
you're not supposed to get tired at all. You should feel
Yeah.
refined and refreshed and nourished. That's it. You shouldn't be
Energized.
ready to, you know what I'm saying? So as
It's
time
not a good
progressed,
thing.
I started seeing spirit more. I'm sitting in my living room. This was the night before the Secure the Bag conference that I was in. And I'm getting ready to get on. I was ready to leave. I was getting my bags packed to travel back to Virginia. My daughter was doing my hair. I'm sitting on the couch. I turn to the side and I see this big tail. I'm trying to stop cursing, y'all. I see this big tail goat demon walking down my hallway, walk into my living room and sit down on the couch. And yes, he pulls out a fake gun and shoots at my son. I saw spiritually, I'm seeing into the spirit right now.
Yeah.
So spiritually, I see my son's head cave in and then push out. This is the part that I didn't tell you, Frank. Or I might have did. Within 2 seconds, I see my father. I see my dad. I didn't tell you that part. I see my dad. And he is still the same. He wore that demon out, bro.
Wow.
He wore his ass out in my living room. And I'm just like, what am I seeing right now? But it still didn't dawn on me at that time. And this is when it broke my heart. After I came back from the Security Bag conference, I'm still processing all of this. Everything that I just saw. This is when God was activating me to give me the message he needed to give me. I still didn't know that this was a demon. I didn't know what was happening. I just knew that this was some goat head thing that walked in my living room, and I can tell that I was seeing in the spirit at the time because it's not always clear. Sometimes it's blurry, and I know that spirit does that. The Lord does that for me to protect me, my mental health. But I think he needed me to see that in that moment. So I'm processing this. Still, I just saw my dad. I saw my dad, and he was beating the crap out of the Baphomet demon in my living room, bro. I go to the conference. I'm distracted the whole time I'm there. I stayed at my brother's house. The demon was there at my brother's house. I know he probably gonna be like, what the heck when he sees this?
You ain't telling me?
Yeah. But I'm dealing with so much. My mom was the only one that knows everything. I tell her everything. I get home from Virginia because I was only there for like a day or two. I get home from Virginia and everything starts unraveling. And my spirit team is activated. What people have to understand, and this is a message before we move forward, is that stop calling on your ancestors. because you don't know which ancestors you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
God is in control. He makes the commands. When you are talking, oh, I'm gonna just ask my ancestors. I'm gonna let the ancestors tell me. All of that tarot card reading is demonic. They manipulate the cards. You're allowing a demon who studied your
I can see
pattern
that.
since the day you were born to give you insight on your future when they cannot give you insight on your future. Only God has the insight on your future. Stop talking to your ancestors because they can't move unless God tells them that they can. They cannot protect you. Of course, they're broken that they see their loved one going through hell on earth. And they can probably intervene, but they cannot intervene unless God says so. He is the chain of command. The same way people say, I'm going to just pray to Gabriel and Michael. You can pray all you want, but unless you ask God to deploy his angels, they're not coming. They don't take orders from us. This is something I had to learn.
I never felt right
So,
about tarot.
yeah, listen.
Like, I don't want to put too much out there, and I don't want to talk about nobody specifically, but something about it when when they do it is just
It's like
you
a
don't
Ouija
know
board.
where it's coming from.
Yeah, like
it could
Ouija
be
board.
Exactly.
It could be good.
Mm-hmm.
It could be bad.
Mm-hmm.
But probably more times than not, it's leaning towards the
It's
negative.
bad because what happens is that God does not allow anybody from your spirit team to expose things to you unless it's in his order, unless you're ready and unless it's time. So if you're asking, is this man going to marry me? And you're really probably not going to get married until 8 years from now, and it's probably not even to that guy. 9 times out of 10 is coming from a bad place. But if God knows that this is who your partner is, they might just be able to reveal that information to you. But tarot cards, he does not want you using them. They're bad.
Yeah, so when we got someone that does it every now and then they try to say, and I want to say I don't believe. I mean, they say that somebody in your past, family member is talking to you. I never felt 100% about that. Like,
yeah, it feels weird.
like who? He said what now? Huh? And then it just there's a disconnect there.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
For me personally, there's a disconnect.
Yeah.
I don't feel connected to it. At times, I might entertain it and be like,
I mean,
okay.
It sounds a little believable.
But most of the time, I'm like, nah. So
it's
I'm like,
because you want to believe it. When it sounds believable, it's because you want to believe it because that's what you hire them to do. I used to do them. I'm not gonna lie. I used to do tarot cards. You know what I'm saying? And I had to realize when God exposed to me, stop. You are opening portals. You're giving the enemy access to your mind. You know what I'm saying?
And they can read your
there was
thoughts. They can read your thoughts. They can read your history.
They study you. They study you. That's how they're able to infiltrate you. They study you. They don't know our future. They're studying the now. So they're around when you might be thinking about that boy you like or that girl you like or I'm gonna use this person even though it might be a demon riding that other person. I'm gonna use this person to tear this person's life up because she's so invested in this person or he's so invested in this person. So I'm gonna use this person over here because I can easily penetrate them because they are not a God. They're not of God. So it'll be easy for me to use them. You ever met a person that will be in a relationship for years and it's an abusive relationship, but they just refuse to leave? It's like, I'll manipulate their mind and just keep them in bondage. Poverty, when people are just stuck in poverty, all of this is, it's demonic oppression, it's demonic influence, all of it, but after I came back from the Secure the Bag conference or whatever, I started processing things and things weren't adding up. And then all of a sudden, I want to say Spirit started talking to me more. And it was like the attacks came harder. This was in October. The attacks came harder. Long story short, at that moment, Spirit revealed to me that who was talking to me is not a lost loved one. This is a demon. I asked, what do you mean? Because now I'm like, what? Where did they come from? Mom. And it was revealed to me that, Mom. Hold on. Yes, Cash. Do you have chocolate? Yes, I'll get you some chocolate if you go back in the room with Sissy.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Some chocolate.
Yes, I do. Day 4. I'm breaking my fast on Sunday. Lord.
So, it was revealed to me then that this was a curse. This was a hex that was put on me. At the time, I still didn't know by who. It wasn't just a hex, but it was also a generational curse. My name was on an altar before I was even born. family members that had did witchcraft, and it affected generations. And then that's when I started thinking, okay, this is why everybody in my father's family has died horrible deaths. Horrible deaths. Prison, drug use, alcohol use. So of course I'm still thinking this is something from my dad's side of the family. I still don't know which side of the family it came from. But that's when I found out about the Kundalini demon, and that was attached to me. I found out the Blvd demon that was attached to me. That's on the base of your spine. It's a serpent. And over the next course of the days, like prior as me learning, I kept getting dreams. And my dreams are very vivid. Like they're like motion pictures. So I get dreams, and in those dreams, it was revealed to me. The first dream was of little demon with wicks dreads. He was standing there. No, he came out of a vent in some white man's house. I don't know what they might have just used the white man as a prop. I don't know who this man was, but he had glasses. He was Caucasian. He had on a plaid shirt. He reminded me of that creepy guy from Lovely Bones that killed Susie Salmon. If people ever seen that movie, they'll know what I'm talking about. He was the next door neighbor that killed this young girl, but that's who he reminded me of, and he was very creepy. But this demon came out of a vent in this man's home. He was sitting on the stairs. His laugh reminded me of someone that I lost a little bit. But then it was just like, I don't know. And in the dream, I was a little standoffish, but he reached out to hug me. But in that moment, I noticed he had really big teeth, wicks dreads, a white t-shirt, blue jeans, and his face looked like it was deteriorating. In the dream, I was scared. I was just like, okay, I guess I'll give you a hug because you remind me, familiar spirit, of this person. I'm thinking it's this person. He was very short and stubby. That was the first one. Then the second one was of me at a friend's wedding. And prior to the wedding, a next door neighbor pulled a serpent, a snake. I was laying on the bed and a snake was like dripping something on my head. And I'm like, what the heck is that? And all of a sudden, I think I grabbed the snake, or the next door neighbor grabbed the snake. And it was like a python or something. And then it was like the dream panned over to my torso area. And I'm looking down with a plate in my hand. And I didn't know at the time if it was me, because at the time I still had all those growths in my belly. So, but my stomach was super flat. So I'm like, I don't know what this dream meant. I'm still trying to figure out what the dreams mean. And then the last dream was of the Baphomet demon. It started out as a little billy goat, and then this thing grew big, 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 big. And I'm in the dreams like, what is going on? Why do I keep having all these dreams? But it was God showing me, this is what you are battling right now. It's 3 of them. I still didn't understand what it meant, because I'm still trying to, piece together the dreams. And sometimes you'll dream about something 6 months before the incident even happens, or the thing comes, about. So I'm still trying to figure out what it meant. And long story short, it was revealed to me that what I was talking to, like I said, was not who I thought it was. It was the Baphomet demon.
One of them.
Yes.
Those
and yeah.
The unclean.
At this point, unclean spirits. At this point, my dreams started being attacked. All of my dreams are being attacked. They keep trying to feed me stuff. They keep trying to get me to sign stuff, all types of stuff. So now I'm starting to remember things that happened before I moved to Savannah. It was a dream that I had in July. I have an aunt on my mom's side. My aunt Susan, she passed away a couple years ago. And I ended up finding out she was, not put all my family business out there, but she was in a mental health institution when she passed away. And from what I found out and what God exposed to me is that she was actually dealing with psychosis. She was not crazy. She had the same spiritual gifts that I had, but at the time she was dealing with a lot of trauma, and it did not allow her to process what was happening to her body. And at that time, it was years ago, she didn't have the same access that we have now to like social media and other people that have the same spiritual abilities and things like that. So she processed it differently, and it caused her to go into psychosis. Because honestly, the stuff that I've seen, the things that I've been through, the things that I hear, if you are not a mentally strong person, this will take you out, like literally. I thank God every day because he protected my mental health throughout all of this time, and I was not obedient. So
most people in those situations are seen things like that, but they don't have nobody. No, they don't understand
Nobody
what they're
to talk
seeing.
to without being
Nobody
deemed
point them
crazy.
in the right
Yeah.
direction. And then
Yeah.
doctors,
Yeah.
hospitals and all that, they'll take you out
They
of
just gonna
there,
give you medication. Yeah, they gonna give you
isolate
Sedated.
you,
medication
Yeah.
or take you over to the psych ward.
hmm
You know what I'm saying?
and then
Not
put y'all all
realizing that
together,
this.
have y'all
Yeah. Now,
like
now everybody in there seeing stuff. Like,
yeah,
So
y'all see them
I,
together. Here you go, here they
yeah,
are.
yeah, exactly. Congregate. Like, come on, bro. I need help. Like, I need to
Right.
talk to somebody that knows what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
But it brought me back at that point to things that were happening prior to me moving to Savannah. It was like little jewels that was being dropped to me. I had to dream about my aunt. And mind you, I didn't have a relationship with her because they weren't all close because of their mom passing away. They were all split up.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother passed away. Everybody was split up. I didn't have a relationship with my aunt at all, but I knew her spirit in my dream. And she looked at like my mom in my dream. She had her glasses on. I knew it was my aunt. She crouched down beside a file cabinet. She said to me, "Get ready. They're coming." And she looked petrified. But it was her way of warning me.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to get real. Get ready. They're coming. It was something along those lines. So I'm like, now I'm thinking about all of these things that have transpired. Other dreams before I moved to Savannah of contracts. Folks trying to get me, these demons trying to get me to sign stuff in my dreams. After it was made aware to me that this was a hex, I still didn't know who did it yet. My dreams going ham. All of a sudden, it was one night I'm praying to the Holy Spirit, please help me. I'm at this point, I was a little afraid. Holy
Mm-hmm.
Spirit, please help me. Please help me. I don't know what's going on. And I'm hearing in my head, how can I help you? And I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like they were messing with me that heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So then I go to sleep. And in the dream, it was paranormal activity. Everything going crazy. I'm petrified. Everything going crazy. Everything going crazy. Stuff being thrown at me. Flames bursting up. Blue flames. Candles exploding. TVs flickering. Showing me stuff on the TV screen. It was a guy in a red Audi. He looked Asian or maybe mixed or something like that. Can't nobody tell me it wasn't the devil
Mm-hmm.
himself. In my dream, he looked Hispanic or maybe he was your complexion, dark black hair. I'm talking to him. I said, we have to get out of here. I'm telling my daughter, get the baby, go in the room, lock the door, get the baby. And I said, we have to get out of here. I'm talking to him. I don't even know who this man is, but in my dream, but I'm telling like as if I knew him. I said, we got to get out of here. They're going to get us. We got to get out of here. He said, calmly as day. He's smiling at me. They ain't after me. They coming for you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what the hell? Then all of a sudden, I found myself in a hair salon in my dream. I will never forget this dream. Found myself in a hair salon. I'm sitting at the table, and Spirit is nudging me right now. I think when I said that was the devil, can't nobody tell me it wasn't. I think that's why.
Mm-hmm.
I know that was. Like, I just know it was the devil. I'm inside of a hair salon, next thing I know. And I'm sitting at a table, and there was this wooden sign. This is how I knew God deployed my protection. And this is why these demons was going hot heavy. This thing is spinning. It's a sign. Each time it's spent, it was another question. Do you believe that bad people should go to hell? And I'm answering, yeah, I do. If they deserve to, yeah. Spinning. It kept asking questions and I'm answering it. Then all of a sudden, it spent twice. So whatever that question was, God made sure I didn't answer it. It was
Mm-hmm.
probably me agreeing
Mm-hmm.
to whatever it was they wanted me to agree to.
The trickery.
All of a sudden, the sign spent again. And I'm super excited because I'm thinking this is a message from God because a cross was at the end of the sign.
Mm-hmm.
And it spent again and it said, you passed the test, walk around. So I'm like, oh, yay, because I see the blue cross, like as if God sent me this dream. I'm like, yay, I get up off my seat and I walk around a corner. I walk into this huge lobby. It's like 30 people. This is the dream.
Mm-hmm.
30 people sitting in this lobby. People that I knew, people that I didn't know, people walking up talking to me. All of a sudden, the IRS bum rushes the salon. My homegirl, who she put this hex on as well, who I helped with her deliverance and removing the hex, she was dealing with issues within her business. God restored all of that after we removed the hex. The same way he's restoring my stuff. I'm seeing all of this transpire. In the dream, I'm scared because I'm like, why is the IRS here? She reported my office to the IRS. God revealed that to me afterwards. You were contracted with me, or you still contracted with me, Frank. But you worked with us. We run a compliance firm. Okay. We run a compliance accounting firm. She worked for me, which is why I don't even understand why she played herself. I have credentials that I have to protect. You literally reported my office to the IRS. And then God showed me in a dream shortly after that she was monitoring my social media sites, checking the criminal database to see if I was picked up. Yes. She reported my office to the IRS. And he revealed to me that I wasn't the only office that he reported. So then it made sense as to why certain people are under investigation right now, and the IRS have started making arrests or, looking into things or trying to figure out what's this and what's that. Their clients are being contacted. But we run a compliance firm, sweetheart. You tried it. You tried it big time. So now your name is documented with the IRS as being someone who reports offices frivolously. You think it's not going to catch up to you eventually?
Let's go.
It's not an anonymous report. You have to give them your information.
Here it is.
So now your name is documented in their system 1,000,001 times because you just walk around reporting everybody's name to the IRS that's getting themselves out of poverty by starting small businesses. Rather than supporting them, you're acting like you're supporting them, and then you go and you report them. And the vast majority of these people run a clean operation.
I got a question.
You're evil. Yes.
No, that's crazy. Because you mentioned it twice, and I think we should dive into this, hopefully. When you say you got rid of the hex, what is the steps?
Oh, yeah.
Did you reach out to somebody? Like, what is...
Yeah, that's what we're about to get to next, because that's what happened next. So after that dream, I woke up shaking. Like, I was sweating. I was shaking, like petrified. Like, my nervous system was in shock. I felt this blanket. It felt like a blanket of energy lay over top of me. And my whole nervous system just calmed down. I breathed and I went back to sleep. But I will never forget that dream. Oh, one of the questions in the dream, Spirit just reminded me of, before it reached the you passed the test, the next question was, you have to sacrifice 3 lives for your daughter's lives. Yes, this thing wanted me to sacrifice my children, sacrifice 3 other lives in order to save me and my 2 daughters' lives. Showed me in a vision, yeah, you give us 3 and we'll leave you alone. We'll leave you and your 2 daughters alone.
Like contract, some bullshit.
Yeah, but that's what it was. And that's when my dreams became crazier, because now you're trying to feed me food. If you accept food from them in a dream, or you accept gifts, or you sign contracts, this is you agreeing to whatever it is that they are presenting to you. So but that particular dream is when I knew that my protection was deployed. And at this time, I'm still not in tune with God. I just knew something was protecting me. So as time progressed, days went by. This is when I knew that this demon was here, and now it's about to ramp up. It's messing with my anxiety, messing with my kids. All of a sudden, I get nudged. I'm thinking, let me go and get some sage. Let me go get some Palo Santo. Let me sage my house. That's what I'm being told to do. So God guided me to a spiritual shop, because I was not saved yet. By any means, get this thing off of you, because it became a safety issue at this point. This thing was trying to kill me. Every single day, I can feel it squeezing my heart, feeling like I was going to have a heart attack. God revealed to me that's exactly what he was trying to do. That's the reason why my eating patterns were horrible. He was trying to get me to keep eating, keep gaining weight. He had all these things growing in my body, all of this stuff happening to my health. It was trying to kill me. Till this day, he puts pressure on my heart whenever she keeps sending it back to me. That's the first thing that it does. But this vessel has been healed, baby. God said no. He said no. Yeah. Go home, bro. So, yeah, so he guided me to a young lady named Joy. Joy has spiritual abilities as well. She can see spirit. She is amazing. She believes in God. She has her own relationship with God, and she has a gift that God granted her with in order to help people. And the way that she removed it is to cut its energetic cord and remove it from your body completely.
Let's go.
And that's me giving you the truth, because people want to just hear you say, "Oh, I just gave my life to Christ." I did. After I had the hex removed, God said, "I'm going to send you to her." But after that, you surrendered to me. You use me as your weapon. We're not doing the easy route no more, because I sent you help. He showed me that the other day. I sent you help more than one time. And this is where I'm going to give him his flowers, because I didn't accept the help at the time. And that was because I was in survival mode, working multiple jobs, trying to take care of my children. This is way before I started my business. OJ Cromwell at Trinity Faith, Trinity Faith Diamond Church in Chesapeake. I met him, I want to say 2013, 2014 or something like that. And God revealed to me 2 days ago while I was in Bible study, "I sent you help, and you did not take the help when I sent it to you. I sent you help way before she did this to you, because I knew it was coming. And you didn't take the help." He's a pastor, but he's our age. His birthday is the day after mine. And we were really good friends. And he was so adamant, "You need to get up and go to church. Stop thinking that, you can't be out here and just you bartending and you doing this and you doing that. Now you working at this tax office. Nothing should ever stop you from coming to church." I'm tired. I don't want to wake up on Sunday. I'm just exhausted. I'm so tired. God said, "I sent you help. You didn't take it." So now I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, I would have never went through this, yo. She would have never been able to send this towards me. The devil would have never had his way with me had I been obedient when God said, "Be obedient." Had I been obedient when he sent the help. So I'm asking questions now. Joy had removed the hex. I had to get back to my roots. I did an egg cleanse on me and my son, because I'm spiritually inclined. I saw the dark come off my feet. Literally, it was like slime that snagged on to the egg. I took that egg around the corner, smashed it on a tree, and sent that shit back to her. Lord, forgive me. I said, I'm not going to fight like this no more, though. I'm going to use what I know. What I didn't know before, but I know now. And I got into this Bible. And I started praying. I fasted every chance that I got. And I started using God. And as I he told me, build your spiritual authority. We didn't grow up in a very religious home. So it was kind of foreign to me. I would always thank God for things and my blessings. But after Joy removed the hex from me, I had to start spiritually protecting myself, because I am spiritually sensitive, and demons see that there's a light there. Oh, she can see us. Let's mess with her. She can hear us. Well, let's mess with her. But now that I have the gift of discernment, and that took a little while, I can decipher what's coming from higher power and what's not.
Right.
And the crazy thing is I was debating on saying this, because I was joking with myself, like, not me having that "that's so Raven" moment, but the way the way that my spirit team connects with me, because God did deploy my protection, and my ancestors, he gave them the A-OK to step in at this point. And I have a Warren ancestor who is my deceased loved one, who decided to actually petition to ask God to help me. He's not a family member. He stepped in to help me and my son. He is my son's guide. And at that point is where he said, "Listen, it's time to get right. It's time to get right, all the way right." So the way that God talks to me, the way that my spirit team talks to me, is I have this, it's a white light that flashes in my eye when they're communicating with me, to let me know that this is coming from us. That didn't come from them. Right. But I can tell the difference now, what's coming from a dark energy and what's coming from them now, because they'll give me confirmation with that white light in my eye.
That's dope.
So I'm like, this is so dope. But at the same time, it's like, because I am spiritually open, I am dealing with both higher vibrational entities and lower vibrational entities. And this brings me back to the day that I saw my father. When I told Joy about that, when I met with her, because she's had her gifts, they've been activated since she was 5 years old. So she's a little bit more experienced than me. She's teaching me a lot just about how to protect myself. When I told her I saw my dad, she was like, "That's not how spirit, high vibrational entities show up." But she didn't want to hurt me. So Started putting the pieces together. I said, okay, he didn't make it to heaven. All right, cool.
Wow.
And that broke me, man. I was so disappointed. I was so hurt. I was so hurt, y'all. And
So
it was
what?
like that
What do you
part,
think
that
that
part.
image was? It was just like a facade or something.
No,
That.
it was him.
Oh,
It was
okay.
him. Spirit told me it was him, and he's still around. He's not playing. He's still
Mm-hmm.
around. Even though they go to that dark place, they are still them. You know how people say, "Oh, well, they don't remember anything when they go into spirit." No, the only thing that changes with them is their awareness. It doesn't matter if they're higher vibrational entities or lower vibrational entities. The only thing that happens with spirit when they transition is their awareness. They see how they affected other people around them. They can feel your emotions. They feel nothing but genuine love when they're higher vibrational. When they
Mm-hmm.
are lower, I haven't really done my full research on them, but I can only imagine that they're probably going through things a little differently where they're not accepting accountability or, not really
Or
being
maybe
able
they're
to
feeling
accept
things, the energy and the things they've done to people. They're
Guilt,
feeling.
shame.
They're
that
feeling it
part. That's what I'm thinking
reflected
too.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. But my dad tells me he loves me all the time. He knew I was hurt by finding that out. And it was one day I was like sitting on the bed and I was when spirit was really ramping up with me being able to hear. And all I heard was, your father loves you. And I just said, okay. But I still couldn't accept what I saw. I couldn't accept
Mm-hmm.
the fact that he didn't make it to heaven. And the other day I was sitting in my computer and I called him in and I could feel when he's around me. And I just told him, I said, hey, I forgive you. I forgive you. And I know that you know that I'm not okay with knowing what I know, but I forgive you. Like, I really forgive you and I love you. All I'm asking you to do at this moment, because these demons were trying to turn me against my father after I saw him that day, only thing I'm asking you to do is to protect me from the unseen. And I felt him. Okay.
That's deep.
Yeah.
What do you
That broke my
think?
heart, though. That
Yeah.
broke my
No, that
heart.
would be crazy to hear. Um, what is a message you want anybody who's watching this, listening?
Yeah.
What is a message from hearing this testimony, hearing your story? What is
I
something
mean,
you want them to get? What's the nuggets? What's the
it's
meat
it's
you want
just
them
so
to get?
much. It's so much.
Especially, well, especially for people.
Who might be going through the same thing and not know what it
Yeah.
is.
First and foremost, be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the people that you bring into your space. If their energy is off, remove yourself, because I always felt her energy was off. That's why I didn't really get too close to her.
Mm.
Um, not everybody is your friend. God will reveal those people.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about it, like my mom said, he's not the author of confusion, but he will expose what needs to be exposed to protect you. And he did. I fasted. Fasting is so key. Fast. Hear him clearly so that he can expose. The day that I fasted and I found out that it was her, he showed me in a vision. I wasn't even all the way asleep yet. I was in like REM sleep. He showed me in the REM sleep the demonic entity that she worships. I'm going to say the very first part of his name, but we don't speak demons' names in his house. I'm in my prayer room right now, so I was okay with saying those other demons' names, but he creeps me out. The beginning
Hold
of
on, hold on,
this
hold on.
Yeah.
demonic entity the she prays to is
There's
the beginning of his name is Papa.
oh,
Yeah, hold
okay.
on. Can you hear our background? What's going on behind
No,
us? Oh, okay.
no.
That was like a motorcycle. I mean,
Trying to block trying to block the
I
word.
mean, I don't care if they
Right?
hear any of
Hey, the devil
either
stay
way, but
busy.
Say
But
it
like
again.
some
yeah,
motorcycle doing
so
some crazy shit.
the beginning of this demonic entity's name that she worships and that she sacrifices things to for favors, the very
Mm-hmm.
beginning of their name is Papa, P-A-P-A. So if you Google demonic entity
That was a
with
good
the
name, Papa.
beginning of their name, Papa, the whole person will show up, the images will show up. I'm gonna send it to you in the text. If you want to add it to the screen, that'll be fine. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not comfortable saying his name. But I
Yeah.
seen it in a vision and it petrified me. I was shaking. I'm sitting there like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you. I was so scared. But God showed me her face. And he showed me, this is how I found out the timeline. Her hair was short, like a little afro. That was when she chopped her hair off. And that was during my pregnancy. So he was trying to let me know this is the chain of events. This is what happened and this is who did it. But in that same vision, it showed me jumping up on a table. I was grabbing her by her shirt. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? I was your friend. Why would you do this to me? I'm God body. I can't be touched. I'm God body. He was showing me, you already beat her. You already
Mm-hmm.
won. You're all right. You already won. But I was so angry
Yeah.
because I literally had love for her. I sponsored her events. The only business out here, hundreds of dollars, sponsoring her events. Gave her a job twice when she was homeless, helped her with a place, gave her clothes, helped her children. She made me the godmother of her son. Right before she did this to me. When she needed help, I was there for her every single time. Even when her energy was dark. So I say all of that to say, be mindful of who you have around you. Always seek God in every situation. But I'm going to say this too. And I don't want to cry, but I started asking God questions, and he was very clear. Why did you cover me? I was disobedient. I don't know your word. I don't go to church. He covered me in every sense. And I asked him, like, why? I was cooking. All of a sudden, I see my mother. I see my mom's face, and he said, you have a praying mother. My mother saved my life just by her prayers for her kids. You have a praying mother. Then he showed me all the people that he sent to help me. My friend Annie Solario. He sent her right after I had my loss. Annie popped up, came with food, left her son at home to come and sit with me and my son. Not knowing what the dynamics were, not knowing how hurt I was, the damage that was done. She came with food, she cooked for me, she called me every day, she prayed with me, she took me to church with her, everything. He sent Annie, he showed me Annie. He showed me my friend Chris Vogel. Chris was the person I would call and vent to. Chris know that word front to back. Chris will sit on the phone on nights I could not sleep and pray for me. He sent help more than one time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People that have aligned with his will and his word. Clients that I have built real friendships with. I'm calling them 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Please pray for me and my son. I don't know what is happening, but these things are attacking us again. I thought I got rid of it. Not realizing God showed me again. No, she did it again. And she did it again. And she did it again. And every time she did it, he showed me. This last time was right after I made the post. And he prepared me by showing me Psalms 23, Psalms 91. Get in your Bible now. Sunday morning, I woke up with a demonic entity. They tethered themselves to you. I felt it moving in my back. I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, the hell is that? It was like he was saying, I'm back. Yeah, all right. Well, you on your way right back out the door, player. You know, don't get too comfortable.
Right.
But he sent help, and he showed me he sent help more than one time. And he said it, I sent you help more than once. You were disobedient. I covered you because of your mother.
That's dope.
I activated when you begged me for help when you were grieving. But I covered you for those last couple of years because of your mother. I love you, Mom. I really, really love you.
Shout out, Mom.
I had called my mom.
Pray for us all the time.
Listen, and those prayers are heard. I'm telling you. Because this thing was trying to kill me. And God showed me. He said this, because I kept asking him, where you been? Like, why weren't you there? That's when he kept telling me, no, I was here. I sent you this. I sent you this person. I said this. I did that. But he showed me in a vision. I was there. Let me show you. Remember this? Remember when you almost died on the operating table? Who you think saved your life? Remember when your baby was in that shootout? Who you think saved her life? Remember when that blanket wrapped around your son's face? Who you think saved his life? Who do you think has been preserving your business? Who do you think has been making sure y'all had a roof over y'all head when she tried to destroy your finances? Who do you think kept your health intact when you were out here destroying the vessel that I gave you? Who do you think did this? He showed me in a vision. I'm riding. We have a Parker's, and it's just like Royal Farms, but it's called Parker's here. I'm pulling out the parking lot, and I just see the flashes in my head, like a movie. And he's showing me. But then he stopped. All the horrible things and everything that I made it out of. All the clients that left, and new clients came in. Better clients came in.
Let's go.
Then, I wasn't just there during those times. I was there during the good times too. When you opened your business. When we elevated your business. When I pulled you out of poverty. When I saved you and your children. Made sure y'all had food on the table. Made sure that you had all of these things. but you kept going left. You kept going left, you know? And I just broke down crying in my car as I'm driving home because I'm like, he ain't never lied. I'm bawling. When he showed me my mom, I called my mom yesterday. Lord, she'll tell you. I'm on the phone like, Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for everything I ever did. I swear I could. It was like a healing moment for me.
Yeah.
Like, it was like everything just purged. I'm just like everything that I needed her to understand. And I love you. I'm so sorry for everything that I did to you. I love you so much.
Been there.
You know? And God continued to show me. But this is how I'm going to end this. With this, I had a wrist injury that these demons did to me because they can spiritually attack your body. They can rip your whole insides out spiritually.
Damn.
They messed my wrist up, and God showed me that it was them. I do have a protective spirit that is around me that has been battling this battle for me for a minute. I know he's tired, but I had a wrist injury, and for a whole month, January 29th, I woke up after praying 2 days before. And I said, God, please heal my wrist. I couldn't even move my hand, and I need my hands to work. But these things were trying to stop me from working. I prayed to God and I said, God, please heal my wrist. Like, I can't take this pain anymore. This hurts so bad. I woke up January 29th and I'm getting in the car. It's late at night. I'm getting in the car to go about my evening. And I noticed my hand can move. My hand is moving. I said, what in the world? I'm rolling my wrist. I'm like, yo, I can move my hand. Like, I'm flabbergasted. I can move my wrist. And I just started thanking him. I said, thank you. Like, God, thank you. But I think I also asked him, why are you doing this for me when I'm not obedient? Like, I don't deserve this. You know what he said? Loud as heck. Tell them I'm real. Tell them I'm real. I said, say less. Like, you ain't got to ask me twice. I see what you've done. You saved my life. This girl was trying to take my life. He said she wasn't just trying to take your life. She was trying to cancel your bloodline. This is what he told me. It was deeper than just destroying my business. She wanted me off the board. This is what she prayed to this demonic entity. Wow. Remove me. But it wasn't just me. You attacked my son. You allowed the devil to have that much hatred in your heart that you envied a child that wasn't even born yet. Because of the energy and the love that he was getting from people. That folks love my son. They never even met Cash. Right. Cash supposed to be more viral than mine. But you envied a child before he was even born. He said she wasn't just trying to take you off the board. She was trying to cancel your bloodline. Period.
That's rough.
Not today. You got me twisted. Not today. Like, my God is mightier. He is not playing.
I don't know how people, or who knows what motivates people in their everyday activities and motivations, but
it's the war of the flesh, man.
It's stuff you can't even process. Like,
but that's how I was. Like, why?
Energy to do things like that.
It's the devil the devil works through people. It's been times where I've been out over the last couple of months and I can see the devil jumping from person to person to person. I had a person say something spicy to me one day. And then and two seconds later, he came talking to me like he never met me. Now that gift of discernment kick in. Okay, I know what this is. All right. The demons jump from person to person. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. Fallen. That Denzel movie.
Yeah.
Where they touch.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. When I started seeing how demons work and how they were really using other people to attack me, even just in our outside worldly areas, like, that's the first movie I thought about. I said, yo, this is real. Like, this is for real. The spirit realm is for real. And people don't even understand it. They think they're just going through bad luck. No, it is spiritual warfare. It really is. But I do want to say this before we close out. It's not been that long. It's like an hour and some change. But before we close out, anybody that has an experience with her, and I'm not going to say names because I'm not giving her that much attention, but people know who I'm talking about. Whether it's been her sound bowl experiences, whether it's been her healing circles, remove yourself from the equation. Because if she attacked me and I was her friend and her son's godmother, anybody is up for grabs. Check your surroundings, understand what is going on within your family, because everything is not just bad luck. Your kids are not just acting out for no reason. This can literally be a spiritual warfare
Mm-hmm.
situation, demonic attacks, a hex, voodoo. She does practice witchcraft, and that's an open thing. It's not something that she hides. If you go to her TikTok accounts, she's very open about that. um, be mindful, because as people that God has revealed to me to help them, but I'm not going to reach out to people to and them not be receptive. Most of the people that I have reached out to so far, I've helped and they have been
Mm-hmm.
receptive. I got a text message today from someone that had a long encounter with her, and he was just thanking me. And I was just like, oh, that's wonderful. I got a phone call yesterday from a girlfriend of hers that she's known since she was a little kid, and she was like, I knew that she did this to me. I just didn't know how to get it off. And she's going through the process now with me to get it removed. Another girlfriend of mine that we are mutual friends with, I helped her a month ago. She flew out here and we were able to get her hex removed, cutting all the energetic cords, removing the hex, and God is restoring. God is good.
This
God is
person
restoring.
is Joy out there, or she out here?
She's out here in Savannah.
Okay, we go there all the time. We hit
Yeah,
her up.
come.
What's up,
Yep.
Joy?
I will
Holla at
introduce
her.
you to her.
I was about to say
Um,
the sound bowl thing. I'm glad it didn't happen.
yeah.
It,
But
it
yeah, I'm
didn't.
glad it didn't happen either. I got people inboxing me too about stuff that they bought from her spiritual
That was
store
definitely like
online, and
divine
how,
intervention with that.
yeah, but that
Yeah.
is what it is. And that's what people have to understand, that that is what it be. Like, God do really be protecting you, like for real. But that whole situation opened the door for other things, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Things that should have never been brought to your doorway at all.
Yeah.
Very
So
true.
realistically, it's one of those things where um I've had people contact me on social media like, yeah, after I purchased things from her store, I started having demonic activity in my home.
That's
What people have to
crazy.
understand is that she's storing her spiritual tools, sage and all that stuff that she's selling to you, in the same she shed that she's using to practice witchcraft in.
Right.
Demons do attach themselves to objects. So now she's worshiping all these devils, putting all these hexes. She got altars up with all these names on it. Demons are just pacing back and forth through the space. They trying to get up out of there too. You think that they not just gonna bound themselves to a little piece of sage real quick? She mail it to you, and now you got this demon moving around in your house when you are a God fearing person. Now it's doing damage until you realize what's happening and you can rebuke it and get it up out your crib.
Yeah.
Stop buying stuff from her. Stop buying that type of stuff, period. It's demonic.
Yeah, you don't know
Don't
where it's
sage your
coming
home.
from.
The
Yeah.
smell actually invites demons to your house. It does not cleanse your space. It is for a culture that literally does not worship God. They worship other entities. Some of those might be lower vibrational entities. It may be their ancestors. But your ancestors can only come to help you or talk to you if God allows it. Not because you're summoning them through tarot cards or readings and things like that. This is demonic. Stop doing it. I was guilty of it. God revealed to me, this is not good. You are opening portals. Stop meditating so deeply to where we're going to open up our chakras. I did that, and you know what happened? I opened a portal in my chest. Joy had to close it. I had a demonic portal opened in my chest. Demons were attacking me from the inside. I was meditating because it was the only way to keep my anxiety low. Not
Mm-hmm.
realizing I'm opening all my chakras. And my chakras are opening up demonic portals in my body. And these things are attacking me from the inside. Stop doing these things. Like, really get into
It's
your word and
crazy.
understand it explains this stuff in the Bible. And I'm living proof that this happens. And you got to understand, I was not a believer a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm.
God had to, girl, let me show you something real quick.
He yoked
He
you up.
showed me. You know what I'm saying? This is
Right.
not for play, yo. It's not. But long story short, well, it's a long story period because it's a whole lot more. But with that being said, um, anybody who needs help, I am open and receptive to helping them. There's no judgment. Everything stays confidential because I don't want the attacks to continue to come at them if she believes that it's been removed from you. Even if it doesn't have anything to do with the hex or this
Mm-hmm.
young lady, if it's just something that you feel, is attacking you or you're in spiritual warfare, you're having trouble, I'm open to listening. I'm open to redirecting you to get help and get deliverance. But if you are not open to surrendering to God after this hex is removed from you, don't waste our time. Don't waste my time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody who needs deliverance and they're going through something, they need prayers. OJ Cromwell, um, at Trinity Faith Diamond Church. I'm recommending everybody to
Out
go
here in
see him.
Chesapeake. You
And
said Chesapeake.
yes, in Chesapeake.
Right.
And the reason why I recommend is because he's the only one that I trust. It's outside of what God revealed to me, but I know that if God sent him to help me before this even happened, he's one of God's. Go see him, go to that church, join the church, become a member. You know what I'm saying? Like really get the word. I love the way he preaches. I've always had. He's very passionate and he gets into it. But he's like us.
Right.
He's regular. He's
He
not
is, baby.
judgy. Yeah, he's so cool,
That's good.
and he comes from a beautiful family, you know. Literally, that's where I recommend you to go. Contact me. I'll make the arrangements for them to go and get their deliverance after we get the hex removed. There's a lot of people. I mean, when I say my inbox has been going crazy, and
I
in
bet
my
it
dream,
has.
yeah,
I saw that post and I
literally
reached out to you that day. You know, I
that
texted you and I
day,
was like,
yes, and literally,
yo.
and this is how crazy this is, Reese. As I'm on the phone with him, the light shines in my eye. God said
Crazy.
him too.
Yes. We
And then
gotta
right
we
after I hung up, God showed me his podcast. I said, "Oh wow,
dope.
okay, all
No, that's
right,
dope. We gotta make a
tell your
visit.
story."
We go to Georgia all the time. I don't know how
Yeah.
far Savannah is from Sewanee.
So probably a couple hours.
Yeah, we gotta go
Sawani?
maybe visit
I've never
Yeah,
even
Georgia.
heard of that, but I'll look it
it's
up.
about like 20, 30 minutes north of Atlanta,
Yeah, so it's like
Okay.
Sewanee and
Lawrenceville.
Lawrenceville, yeah. We
It's
we
a
be
Duluth.
down there
It's
all the time.
Duluth.
Duluth
Yeah,
area?
Duluth County. Is it Duluth County?
Or Gwinnett.
Duluth County, isn't that like
Gwinnett
going towards?
County.
Oh yeah, that's near Atlanta. Y'all like
Yeah,
3-4
it's
hours
30
out.
minutes north of Atlanta. Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, y'all about 3-4 hours away.
yeah, something like
But
that.
I'm
Is it
still
across
here.
95?
Yeah.
Huh?
Does
Yeah,
95 go through you down
yeah.
towards
I
you?
like live off of 95.
Okay, because we take
It
95 to
literally
go out
goes
there.
right through me. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I literally live off of 95, and it's beautiful here, man. Like when I first got here, I was like, I'm so glad, mad I came here. I came here, and these demons attacking me, and then it was like, you know what? No, this
I
is the
know the
best
air is
move
different down
ever.
there. You
It
leave
is.
Virginia, like even when we go to Georgia or anywhere, like
Yeah.
the air is different. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah, but that's what I said to my mom when I got home. I said the air is different here. Like the people are different, the food's different, the experiences are different. Like I just feel my nervous system had a chance to calm down here. I don't worry about things like I used to.
That's good.
Um, it's allowed me to get a lot closer to God. Um, and I don't regret it at all, even with everything that had happened, because I knew where the source was at this point. I knew where it was coming from. And when you are dealing with the unknown and you don't know and you think it's you, that's a whole separate ballgame. But when you know what the source is and you know it was envy and jealousy and just nastiness that the devil used another vessel to harm you, to attack you, and then he shows up to tell you, no, we coming for you. Oh no, you're not. You know who I'm about to call? Father. Like you got me bent, brother. Because if you thought that y'all had one, psych alike. Like I don't think so. Like that's all you had to say.
fail. Right. Now, well, I
But
hope
yeah,
anybody who watches this and knows or who's around, just get the nuggets, cleanse yourself, do the fasting, open your Bible, read the Bible and all the things. But thank you so
I
much
do
for,
have a Bible study. I'm gonna send that
okay.
information to you if you want to share that, like on the
Oh,
screen. I
nice.
do have a Bible study that we had started after all of this happened because it was quite a few women that this affected. Just to help God, God come into our spaces, restore our businesses, restore our families. But anybody is welcome to join.
Dope.
Again, OJ Cromwell, Pastor OJ Cromwell, he has some things going on at his church, his Bible studies, if they want to go in person. Ours is online. So I'll share that information with you and all his
Yeah.
information too.
Yeah.
Let's
But
get the
yeah,
links, all the
definitely take
links.
it serious. Take it
Yeah, the
serious,
church
man.
links,
Yes.
Joy, if she got a website, links,
Yeah.
give us all that.
Yeah.
We'll put it all in the description.
Yeah.
No, that's
Joy has a
dope.
little shop here in Savannah. Her and her boyfriend Eric. They're great. Eric, I think he's Indian or something. But he's I think he's Native American. But they don't play about that spiritual stuff.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
yeah,
not,
he is
not at
he
all.
is not with it. Like all that demonic stuff, they're like, nah, you got to teach yourself how to protect you. But now they're teaching me how to protect Cash and how to teach Cash how to protect himself because Cash has the same gift as me.
Right.
Yeah, so she's teaching me now how to teach him.
Yeah,
But
I've
she's
seen some things in
amazing.
my day.
She's wonderful.
Maybe that'll be another podcast. I've seen things in my younger days, experienced things. Dreams
Thought
are real
things.
vivid and things. You said
Yeah.
thought.
No, I say fighting.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I fight demons all the time in my dreams, like
He's
physical
like
fighting.
Constantine or something.
Well, when they appear to me, I don't have fear. It's almost like, I don't know. There's like something that comes. It's like and the camera cuts off.
Ooh.
It's like
You already know what it is.
It's like
I already knew we was gonna have some obstacles today. They be
So
trying it for
what I
real.
was
But
saying
you know
was-
what's crazy? The
What?
whole time I've been on this call, the whole time I've been on this chat, I'm in it's my war room, my
Yeah.
prayer room where I talk to God. This demon ain't moved one time in my back because he's still here. He ain't moved one time this whole time I've been on this call. I said, I don't know if my team is on the other side tearing him out the frame, if my daddy beating him up or what, but he been real still. And he needs to remain still. You're being exposed. You wanted the shine play, you're gonna get it. You know, but you're getting your tail up out of here. Believe that. But
Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I already knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, but in my dreams, I just go into like attack mode. It's almost instinctual. I don't even have to think about it. I don't have any inhibitions. It's just, if I see something that don't look right, I'm going in. And that's been my dreams for a while, like past 20, maybe 15, 20 years. I haven't had one in a while.
I don't even know what that means. Because I mean, it can mean a multitude of things. You might do have some gifts. They just may have not developed. I think everybody develops at a certain time. Like Joy had explained to me that, I'm thinking I went through spiritual awakening just recently when I started seeing spirit. She said, no, based on what you're telling me, you went through spiritual awakening years ago. That's the reason why you felt the demon in your back. I was like, that's crazy. But apparently we go through it in phases. Yeah. It doesn't just all come at once. So,
right.
I mean, if you've been through spiritual awakening already, it's a possibility that you might go through additional phases until you reach that part. And then again, it might be a situation where God doesn't allow you to get to that part where you are actually able to sit down and have a conversation. A conversation with entities, because it ain't all fun and dandy, bro. It's not.
I feel like I've had conversations in dreams though. Like the dream feels different. You know, everything is bright, vivid. Colors are brighter. Air is clear. Everything is crisp. And then, you know, you're sitting and you have a conversation with a faceless person or somebody with a face or whatever the case. Like I had a dream. I was in a school the other day. I don't know what kind of school. There was other adults there. We were being taught something. I don't remember, but it was like 2 days ago or whatever. But no.
What's crazy though is because when I have, I can tell when my dreams are lower vibrational from the demons because it's always dark in the dream. But when I'm having dreams or visitation dreams from loved ones or my spirit team, because it's not always loved ones, it's really just my spirit team and God. The dreams are super bright and everything is so vivid and the colors are so beautiful and just crisp.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I don't feel fear. I feel a sense of peace. But when I'm in those dreams that are coming from lower vibrational entities, it's confusion. It's dark. They're always cooking or trying to feed me food. Like, why are you always trying to give me food, bro? And then I realized that they use that to establish their contracts, their agreements, like allowing you to
you can't run. Like you want to run, but your body's not moving. It's like you're
I've never had one of those.
Yeah,
I've never had one of those kind of dreams.
Like, bro, I cannot fucking move.
Yeah.
It's like the freaking ether is like you in quicksand or something.
I've never had one of those dreams yet. Well, I hope I never do. That sounds crazy. That sounds real creepy. Sleep paralysis. You ever had that happen?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I got stories about those.
Crazy.
We're running out of time.
So
I got stories about those being paralyzed.
Another podcast.
Getting jerked awake, and then seeing shit in the room with me. I have plenty of those.
Oh my gosh.
Around
That's
the
terrifying.
Time, yeah, I ain't gonna say no. But yeah, no, this was dope. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Yes, thank you so much for your testimony.
This was.
Thank
I
you.
hope.
Thank you
I
for
just know
having
this is gonna
me.
change people's lives. People are gonna watch this, get inspired, just learn some things. Maybe even realize, that they've been around this person. Maybe some stuff happened to them, and then be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Just know your people and like open. When you talk about discernment, use your energy to feel people. When you meet somebody, even for the first time, you can feel if they're about positive vibrations or negative. Everybody has instincts. We all have these discernment. We all got these instincts that talk to us. You gotta listen to it. You gotta learn how to use it.
Energy does
for
not lie.
yeah,
Energy does not lie. You
not
can feel a
facts.
dark energy. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter how much love and light they send. You can feel a dark energy. Be mindful of that, especially when it comes to your children and
Mm.
your mental health, because demons don't play. They have no chill. A person can send negative energy your way just because you asked a demon to destroy a person's business. They're coming in and they're coming for the jugular. They're just not coming to destroy the business. They're
That's
coming to
crazy.
take a soul. They want a soul, you
Yeah,
know.
pray for
So
those people like that.
eventually, yeah,
You know,
it can
because
lead to death.
that's a whole nother
It
ball game when
is.
when
It's
you got the
so
time and
different,
energy to
yeah.
do something like that. But
But no, that's a lot of envy and hate. That's when the devil is super busy in your life. You
yeah.
know, if that he can manipulate you to go into your she shed and set up altars with tens, 30, 40, 50 people that you don't never did anything wrong to you. You just did it because you don't like the fact that their life is elevating, because you're
Mm-hmm.
jealous of the things that they have, or they might be prettier than you, or you're jealous of their children because maybe you're not being able to provide for yours in the way that you want
Mm-hmm.
to. But I would never wish this on anybody. Like,
Yeah, no.
this was by far the craziest experience. Um, and even though I've done a lot for her, I will never regret what I did for her because I did it from my heart.
Mm-hmm.
She was
Facts.
operating in a dark space, and I guess she got what she could from the situation, but she was operating in a dark space. I wasn't. I did what I did for her from my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't regret any of it. I forgive her. I do want her to know that because she
Mm-hmm.
clearly seen my post, which is why the demon's back here. Um, but so I'm sure she'll see this too. I do forgive her. I
Mm-hmm.
forgive her because I know that the devil is busy, and I know that he's operating, utilizing her weaknesses, herself, hatred and everything else, and it's allowing her to destroy other people's lives because she
Mm-hmm.
can't come to terms with whatever she has going on in hers. I'm asking her to heal.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to go to God. She needs to repent. I don't know how
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how God's going to handle that, because the other day when I was praying for her, I closed my eyes, and when I prayed for her, a door closed. Like, God is telling me enough. She keeps doing it. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just pray for her
That's something
kids.
she gotta do for herself,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. She needs to repent. Take those altars down and ask God for forgiveness, because this doesn't just affect her. It affects her children. These are generational curses when you're utilizing witchcraft. This will destroy her entire bloodline. Her children will reap all the negative consequences because of her actions that she's done now.
Mm.
You're attempting to take people's lives, dismantle their lives, cancel their bloodlines, destroy their livelihoods. Somebody has to pay for that. God is not playing about his kids. Even when his children are disobedient, he does not play about his kids. He knows who's coming back to him. He knows if somebody straddled the fence or if they went left field. He knows. The
Mm.
devil doesn't. That's why he goes so hard,
Mm.
But she needs to
Bars.
repent. But I do want her to know that. I forgive her because I know it's the devil operating. But
Mm-hmm.
she needs to heal. She needs to heal, and she needs to seek God. First
Facts.
and foremost, she needs to repent and ask for forgiveness, because this
Yo,
behavior is crazy.
house
In the group.
study.
Yeah, I'll send you that information for the Bible studies. I'm setting it up on that school app. It's free. I'm not charging
I've been
anybody to
hearing
join. I
school.
don't feel
Yeah.
like you should charge for the word.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm setting it up on the school app right now. We do it through Zoom. I send out the weekly Bible plans. Right now we're on the Book of John.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it has been amazing. It's a lot of women business owners that are in the group. A lot of
That's
people that
dope.
have been affected by this hex as well. My children are even in the group.
Dope.
But yeah, it's definitely something that you want to implement. God should be everything to you: the head of your household, the owner of your business partner, your
Mm-hmm.
partner in love, your partner in everything. Like, if God is not before anything, don't expect it to succeed. Like, he is the
Mm-hmm.
ultimate, like everything. He needs to be at the core of everything. He is the thing that leads. If
Okay.
nothing works, he's driving the boat, he's steering the wheel. Nothing works without God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I've seen him work. He has restored my business that was destroyed by the devil. My health, everything. Like, can't nobody tell me he's not real. Like,
Facts.
so yes, the Bible
Mm.
studies are great. It helps you as a beginner to get closer to God, get that word in, know your word, understand it. We study it, we implement it in our daily lives. I'm actually about to do my studies after I get off of this.
Hey.
But yes, I would love anybody who wants to join to join. I'll send you the link, and they can just register on the school app. Again, it's free. Nobody, you don't have to pay to
Yeah.
join. And then I'm also going to be setting up groups because me and my kids go out once a month to feed the homeless. So I'm trying to set up groups in different
Oh,
cities and states to start doing that and implementing that. So we like get a pool together. Like literally, I made 22 plates for $100
that's
and
dope.
was
Man, you
able to
talking
go
about
out
plates,
and
bro.
feed people. Yep, literally whole meals, 22
That's
whole
dope.
meal plates. Rice, chicken and gravy,
Oh
greens,
shit.
yeah, like
Chicken gravy.
rolls, a little
Rolls.
snack, a little
Biscuits.
drink.
Biscuits and gravy.
Yes, we
She
went
went to
out
Milk
and
and Honey
passed the
the other
food
day.
out.
I
22 meals. I
before
think
my
we're gonna do
fast though.
spaghetti. Yeah, we're gonna do spaghetti this month. But it's nothing. Like if you have $100 to go out and drink, go do something good for God's kids. Go do something
Oh
good
yeah.
for God's
I
God's
mean, nah,
people.
hell yeah.
You
So
know?
yeah, yeah, nah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you
this
so
was
much. Yeah, we're gonna
great.
be in touch. We're gonna visit you. We're gonna put the links in the thing. We're gonna put this out,
Okay.
do all the
Yeah.
descriptions and tags and all that. But yeah, thank you for sharing. Now this is super
Thank
dope.
you.
And all right, well, you
Thank
have a good
you.
night. We'll be in
You
touch.
too.
And
All
yeah,
righty.
thank you so much.
All right.
Bye.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.